Hey guys, it's Wayne again. Um, in this video, I kind of just want to talk about lifestyle. Once you find out that you have a thyroid issue, whether it's hypo, you'll realize that your old life is kind of a thing of the past. So, in knowing that, you kind of have to proceed and tread lightly. Uh, there's a few things you won't be able to do. There's a lot of things I can't do, and I guess it was a hard undertaking to find things to replace that which I lost. Alright, so in the other video I told you that I was gluten-free and I can't eat any, wheat products, no flour, no bread, cookies, brownies, hamburgers. I mean, anything that has anything in it. I mean, meat's fine, rice is fine, and there are substitutes. I had gluten-free brownies the other day, Orgasmic. They were great. Betty Crocker. Sometimes the brands that stick with them. They actually tend to be better. All right, so knowing that, you might want to, branch out. Honestly, I do feel better. Like I said, it puts me to sleep if I eat it. It's probably a sensitivity more so than an allergy. But I do have it in the family. I do have a cousin who has to eat gluten-free, so I don't know. It might be genetic. I don't know if he has a thyroid problem. I hope for his sake he doesn't. But knowing that, um, one other thing I noticed throughout the years is to keep a routine. Like right now, I'm breaking it because I'm up like 4 hours past the time where I should have went to bed. But sometimes you just have more energy. You have more hormone in your body. It's like jet fuel. So, tonight I have energy, so I figured I'd use it. So, like I said, keep a routine. And honestly, exercise is a big portion of it. I go to the gym 5 to 6 days a week. I literally have nothing to do anyway. So, I mean, I can't argue against the fact that I need to be there. It makes me feel better. I don't know what aspect of it makes me feel better. Like, honestly, I just lift. I have no energy enough to do cardio. I will never have enough unless something happens drastically within my life. So, if you can't lift weights, I mean, that's pretty bad. And I'm not that bad yet. So, granted, I'm going to make myself go. I know my faults, and granted, that's not one of them. So, I have to be there. I'm not going to let myself slip on that. So keep the routine. Get a schedule as far as what time to wake up, what time to go to sleep. It really does make a difference. And you want to get your medication on a schedule as well. Like, as soon as you wake up, take it because you have an empty stomach. So it's going to course in. Just like Synthroid tells you on the bottle, it says take on an empty stomach. If you take it after a meal or take the pill and then eat right after, you're basically diluting it because your body is taking in so much that it doesn't recognize the Synthroid. It's not a magic factory down there. It can't really absorb everything just because you want it to. Okay, so in knowing that, plan ahead for that. Now, if you're taking Cytomel, same thing. I take that on an empty stomach. I usually wait an hour after I eat and an hour before I eat. So in that 2-hour window, right smack dab in the middle is when I take it. When times are tight, when I'm eating a lot, 45 minutes will do. I mean, half an hour is kind of close. 45 minutes, I'd probably make it, as little as that, 45 minutes, and then boom, just take the pill after, and then another 45 minutes eat. I've never really had a problem with that, but you'll get it. I mean, I can't have caffeine really. I mean, Monsters, I kind of push it with them every once in a while. I'm not really supposed to be having caffeine. I do feel it. I'm not supposed to be having it. It's different person to person. You might be fine. I can't have coffee anymore really. And I feel it, so I stay away from it. Honestly, I just drink a lot of tea now, green tea, black tea, Earl Grey is one of my favorites. You know, just mix it up, have fun. You know, if you mix teas, you know, the synergy between them actually makes them, you know, grow exponential with as far as how good they are for you. So, you know, experiment. You know, it can't do any harm. You know, and even if it doesn't have any, you know, synergistic value, then whatever, you just mix two teas. You just made it more flavorful. All right. So I can't have any alcohol either. You know, I mean, the list just keeps getting cut. I mean, I really can't do much. That's why. I mean, even if I did go out into public and I did have people to go out with, you know, I wouldn't be able to do much. You know, I can't drink, I can't smoke, I can't drink coffee. You know, I can barely eat anything out there. So I mean, why? You know. So I mean, at the end of the day, if I drink alcohol, it kind of hurts. Surprising to say, like I get a huge headache and it's painful everywhere. So as you can imagine, I kind of steer clear of it. All right. So like I said in my other video, I can't smoke anymore. Uh, you know, I think that was I don't even think. I know that it was the reason why I got sick. I had a recent experience that even just proved it to me, cemented it. Um, like I said in the previous video, you can't have that much soy. It's not good for your thyroid, like I said, but that might be from person to person. So you have to test this out all by yourself. Experiment. You know, kind of abuse it a little bit just to see if it reacts, and you can, you know, move on from there. You know, I'll have a little bit extra than I normally would just to show myself, like, hey, um, there's a reaction here that's not really benefiting me in any way, and I'm gonna stop. Okay. So what I do eat is mostly, you know, rice, veggies, and meat. You know, I try to keep it healthy. You know, like no red meat. I'll eat lean meats, and usually not that much of it, like turkey or chicken. Fish is great. Um, so you kind of have to do your research, you know, like I did. But you know, vegetables, I kind of branch out on. Like I love avocados. You know, I just recently moved to Arizona again, so I love avocados, and I really can't get my fill of them. You know, tomatoes, you know, go crazy. You know, the sky's the limit. And vegetables, you know, are healthy for you. You know, all green diet, plant diets. You know, you see them all over Netflix. Forks over knives. The Engine 6 diet, I believe, is actually Forks and Knives, his son. And they're complete vegetarians, and he proves that a vegetarian lifestyle can't hurt you. You know, he's in immaculate shape, and he does great. I didn't get a chance to reading his book. Yeah, he does have a book, but you know, go out there and check it out. Everything's on Netflix. I really only watch Netflix, so I'm gonna have a lot of recommendations in the future based on Netflix. So you know, check them all out. You know, there are a lot of great things on there. Okay, so like I said, you know, rice is good, you know, as a substitute for carbs. You know, it's devoid of nutrition. It's up to you. It's an empty calorie, just like potatoes. But, you know, you got to get your carbs in there, you know. So, I mean, experiment. Have fun, you know, because you're not going to have fun anywhere else anymore. So, I I told you about the books in the last one. It's up to you what you want to do as far as the exercise, like I said. So you go out there and figure it out. Now, I also take a lot of vitamins every day. Now, specific vitamins do help me. So this is the key part that you might want to listen to. Selenium does help. It actually helps with the, I think, breakdown or construction of the actual hormone. I'm not sure. I read it in one of the books a long time ago, but here, I'll get you the bottle. And this is it. You know, I'm not taking that much. I think it's 200 micrograms. And it's not as impactful as the amino acids are. The amino acids really do make a difference. And I was taking them for weightlifting anyway. So, I mean, it's not like I had to go out of my way to get them. But the selenium I did, and none of it's really expensive. So, I mean, go out there and get it. The amino acids really do make a difference. I had some random guy at work tell me that amino acids are good for thyroid issues, and it really did make a difference. I went out there, I tried it, and it made a big difference. So go out there and get it. Try the selenium. I mean, I'm taking calcium, zinc, magnesium, you know, multivitamin, so I get a little bit of everything. You know, I'm kind of broke, so I mean, I'm reliving the same meal every day. It's kind of bland, but I mean, you got to do what you got to do. So, in knowing that, you know, I'm kind of supplementing with the vitamins. Okay, so it's up to you what you want to do, but I would suggest at least getting the amino acids, whether in powder form or pill form. Go out and try it. You know, it can't hurt. Um, so, like I said in the other video, you kind of have to be careful with being hyper and being over too high on your medication, because it can cause heart problems. And when I'm really high, I can actually feel it. It does hurt. You know, when I was younger, the doctors told me it was gas problems or stress. I went through several stress tests, but you know, the pain was so bad, like it would knock me to the floor. I didn't know what it was, and being like 14 or 15 years old, you know, I didn't know what it was, and I was so hyperactive as a kid, you know, which is ironic because I have no energy now. Um, I didn't know what it was. I thought I was invincible when I was a kid, until you get older, and you know, vulnerability pokes up, and it kind of makes you question everything. But just be careful about the heart problem. It also causes osteoporosis in your bones. So I mean, you have to investigate it. I mean, no one's going to do it for you. I mean, I'm going to say this in every video because it's really important. I mean, you have to go out there and read, you know, teach yourself. And not even when it comes to the thyroid. I think that most people stop educating themselves along their lifetime for whatever reason, you know, comfort, complacency, I don't know. But I mean, I can't stand it. And honestly, if I had my health, I would have never stopped going to school. I probably would have had my doctorate by now. So you need to get out there. And if you have your health, if you're lucky enough to have your health, then go out there and do something with it. Like, I just can't believe some of these people just, you know, land in one spot and they're happy about it. You know, it's like, grow, never stop learning. Honestly, just keep reading, keep watching TV. Like, people put down TV too, and honestly, there's so much you can learn from the television, Netflix, cable, whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter. There's educational documentaries. I mean, the list is endless. So go out there and try it. I mean, at least for a little while. I mean, nothing can hurt you. I mean, you got to pull a Goodwill Hunting at some point, you know, when Matt Damon says that, you know, he got his education at the library, you know, for $1.50 in late fees, you know, as opposed to like a $40,000 education. I mean, there's so much truth in that. Go pick up a book on anything. I mean, as I got older, I realized that I love, you know, plant life in general. Like, I just want to grow a garden eventually, you know, and just throughout the years you pick up so much information and you find out what's truly important. So just go out there and you know, pick up a book. No, but seriously, go out there and read what you can, do what you can, and ask as many questions as you can. Okay, question everything. All right, see you guys.